everybody, welcome back to another CYT-Crypto episode. My name is Stephen Aitchison and today we'll be looking at the markets. Markets overall, what's been happening in the markets, what's been happening to the Bitcoin price. Just shot up a couple $100 over the last 4 to 5 hours. We'll be looking at that, see where it could go and just look at the charts for that as well and look at some of the other alts and some news stories as well. But I just want to see if we've got some people in just now. Make sure we're all good and ready. I think we are. So we'll just jump over to the chat area just now, welcome a few people in. If you like these videos, go down to the like button just now and just hit crush the like button just now. Crush the likes, everybody. That does help the channel. It helps it get on the algorithms of YouTube as well. So just hit that for me. Chris Noble is in the house, welcome to you. Christopher Dowson is in, RC is in, George Charles, Art Verhagen, Mervyn Skidmore is in, Polite Chaos is in. Top of the morning to you. Top of the morning to you from Dublin. Honest Crypto Journey, not long now, mate. I'll be saying that every day for about 4 weeks now. JC Stander is in. Meng Lai is in. Crypto Don Wan, Black Label 46 is back in the house. Tony Fernandez, Gavin Mearns, morning from Hull, big smiles today. ETN just can't stop going up. ETN's doing amazing. Marcus Jafari, Deception Day Boxing Club, good to see you here. I haven't seen you here before, so welcome to the channel. Good to see you. Frederick Lutz is in the house as well. Benjamin K is in. Tony Fernandez, Honest Crypto Journey. 3 weeks tomorrow. 3 weeks tomorrow. Wow. So 3 weeks tomorrow, Honest Crypto Journey is getting married. Big congratulations to you. Be brilliant if Bitcoin went up for you for that as well. Alex Jug, good morning all. So we've got a few people in the house just now. Okay, so we'll look at the markets overall, what's been happening. We'll just go to coinpaprika.com and we'll just see kind of what has been happening over the last kind of 24 hours. Market capitalization, 225 billion, up 4.3%. BTC dominance down slightly to 51.8%, which is good. We're just going to look at the market capitalization just now. And want to do the market capitalization excluding kind of Bitcoin. So we'll do that over the last kind of 7 days. That's 30 days there. So just now it is going up to 108 billion. So it's good to look at the market capitalization without Bitcoin as well. There was a spike there. I don't know why it kind of spiked up. There's obviously been an anomaly there. So it is going up. It's going in the right direction here. And we can see that there's a trend up towards its from its low of 79 billion, and this is for the alts market. So it's up to 108 billion, so up about 30%, more than that, about 40% is up, and that was since kind of 12th of September where it was 79 billion. So it's looking good at the moment. We're going to look at the charts in a second, but we'll just see who's kind of winners overall in last 24 hours. Gas up 52%. It was higher than that, so gas is shooting up just now. Neo's coming up as well, but not quite as much as 52%. It was up about 80% at one point. Gas. Electronium's still going up. Look at that over the last 7 days. It's up 252%. 252%, which is amazing. Eternal token is up 968%. And I don't know much about Eternal token at all, to be honest. We kind of looked at it yesterday as well, but you can see over the month 320%, the week 933%, 24 hours still gone up to 9%, over the last hour still going up 1.11%. So that's been an amazing rise for them. And so the past their all-time high as well. That was back in Friday the 10th of August when the price was $1.18. Now $2.21, so it's past its all-time high as well, which is fantastic. Biggest volume is on IDAX. So that's had a great run. Electronium, as we said, is up 49%. GX Chain 19%, Bitcoin, Populous, Golem, Bitcoin Gold, Theta Token, Neo, CryptoNext, Decentraland, all in double-digit figures. Who is down just now? Steam is down 4%, not much. Archain, Metaverse, PivX, Aurora, and Tezos and Mithril. So it's about 6% down in the top 100. We'll just look at the next 100, see who's doing well there. Token Pay is down 20%. That's had a run up recently though as well. Dazcoin down 13, Ender Protocol, Scry.info, Wager down to 17, Bitcoin Interest, Veritasium, kind of all down. So there's about 12% in the next 100 that are down. Here's the biggest jump. Engine Coin has taken a nice little jump as well. Zipper is up 40%. Pillar 29%. Boss Coin, Odyssey, Sentiment Network, Bridge Coin, Quark Chain, all in double digits as well. So the market is much more positive today, and I think it's going to stay positive into the weekend as well. But we have to be careful here. And I'm extremely positive normally, but I'm just kind of advising caution here. We're going to look at the daily chart on Bitcoin. This is a daily chart going back to March 2018. We can see this kind of descending triangle here. And what we're looking to do is kind of break out from here. So this is going to be really important, this kind of line here. So if we can, I think we're going to go up. I've been saying for a couple of weeks that I think we're going to go up to 6,800. We've more or less just touched that and kind of come back down. 6,800 being a kind of support level, a resistance level, sorry. And it's kind of bounced down from there a wee bit, but I think we're going to break through that. And it's going to be this figure, around about 7,200. There's going to be, 7,000 is going to be a psychological barrier. If we get through that, it's going to go higher, but it's this 7,000, around about 7,200. That we have to break through in order to have a breakout from this kind of descending triangle. So could we get higher than that? Yeah, we definitely could, but we just have to be really cautious. Just be really cautious kind of about Bitcoin. And I've just learned that over the last kind of year or so with trading. You just think everything is going brilliant, and then there's a big kind of crash. So we have to be really careful. Obviously the support level here is around about 5,800. Still don't think we're going to go below that. I know a lot of people think we're going to go even lower than that, but I don't think we are. But this is the level to look out for, around about 7,180 or something like that. So we could get to that, and we'll see if it stays in this kind of descending pattern just now. And it's kind of not broke out from that kind of descending triangle pattern at the moment. So we'll need to wait and see what happens. But it's looking good. It looks good for the weekend as well. I think we're going to go higher. I think we're going to reach past and go through the 6,800 kind of resistance barrier, then on its way up to 7,000, and then through that 7,000 mark, and see if we can break out of this kind of descending pattern that we've seen for months now. This is since March, going back to March. So it's looking good at the moment. So a lot of the alts are looking good as well. I'm just going to add a symbol here as well. HC Hypercash. I didn't add the most recent one. Hypercash. There's another one getting listed on Binance today as well. We'll just have a wee look at Binance at the moment. We won't log in. XRP is still doing okay. It's holding its own at 8,289. No, 8,000, round about the 8,000 mark. So gas is still the highest there. But who's getting listed? PAX. PAX is going to be listed today with BNB trading pair. Binance will list PAX as standard. Yep. So PAX is going to be listed today. So keep an eye out for that as well. I wouldn't go into it because we've seen on Binance before, it kind of shoots, it's at the very top and then it kind of comes right down. So I definitely wouldn't go into it unless it comes from a low point and we can go to a high point. So we'll just go back to the charts just now. This is on Binance. Trig is down. I kind of mentioned Trig as well. I kind of topped out at 5,540 and I kind of recommended it at 3,330. So that would have been round about a 70% jump from where it was recommended. This is on a daily chart. We'll just look on a 4-hour chart from here and we'll change that to 25. So I think what could happen here for Trig, you've seen this kind of big fall here just now. This could bounce off the 25 EMA at 3,850 and start to rise back up. So keep an eye out for that as well. It's kind of doing that just now. So we'll just go on the hourly chart and see what it's doing. So these bounces are quite good. And once you've seen a coin spike all the way up, just look out for the bounce. And it's usually as good for a bounce on a 4-hour chart. There's nothing there to indicate that it's going to kind of bounce back up on the 1-hour chart. The 4-hour chart seems to be better. I like trading on the 4-hour chart because you get, yeah, it's starting to go up a wee bit. starting to go up a wee bit, so it might bounce from here as well. So we might see a bounce on trig as well. OST, obviously that had a kind of big spike up as well. That's still falling just now, so this is on a 4-hour chart. It doesn't look as if a bounce is happening on the 25 EMA. GXS, that's coming down as well. BABB obviously had a big spike up as well. There, that was a huge spike up. So obviously that's coming back down as well. Gas, you can see that huge spike on a 4-hour chart. We'll just look at it on the 1 hour. So that was within the space of an hour. Kind of literally jumped up 57% and on its way up to 93%. So it's coming back down just now, but it's still from where it was, still a jump up of 40%. Engine coin as well, spiked up big time. Kind of crossed over way back on the way back yesterday, crossed over at 4 AM on the 4-hour chart. It could have gone to 634 for a 65% spike on that. Again, crossing over at 4-hour, 20% jump. Crossing over on 4-hour here, 17% jump. Crossed over, 16% jump as well. And PHX, I looked at that yesterday and I was going to call it yesterday, but I didn't actually call it because it was just coming up to meet on the 4-hour chart, and that kind of jumped up by about 21% as well. So a lot of coins are doing well. Dent was looking good as well, jumped up to 37. Hot is still not moving at all. Expected Holochain, they had an AMA yesterday as well, talking about holofuel as well. But Hot just doesn't seem to be moving just now. The order books are just not very good at all. 958 million to buy at 15 Satoshi, 16 Satoshi 1.033 billion to sell at 16 Satoshi. Encash could make a move as well. It's got strong support 81 Satoshi, so that might make a move. So we need to wait and see who else is in the house. David Schwartz has joined us. Do you think that the crypto market has finally found its bottom with TA? I think around about the 5,800 level with BTC, I think has found a bottom. A lot of people don't agree with that at all. With regards to BTC, a lot of people still think it's going to go low, and it's going to go lower big time. I'm hoping not. I am hoping not. I think 5,800 is the bottom. It's just this level here. If we can break out of this, then we're on our way up to kind of 7,500, then 8,000, then 9,000. So this level here, 9,000. Next level would probably be around about 7,370, then 8,500, 10,000. Can we reach 10,000 before the end of the year? I think we'll reach 10,000 before the end of the year. Really reach 10,000. We need to see what BACT is going to do as well. I think BACT is going to have a big impact on kind of the Bitcoin price and obviously the overall markets as well. So we need to wait and see what happens when the BACT actually comes out and starts being used. But have we found a bottom? 5,800 for Bitcoin I think is a bottom, which obviously affects the market overall. Have we found a bottom for the alts market? I think by the end of the year we're going to go up big time for the alts market and the Bitcoin price as well. I don't know if it's going to go lower than 5,800 before it shoots back up again, but I think 5,800 might be the bottom. For me, 5,800 is the bottom. A lot of people are calling it lower, but I'm not kind of listening to that just now. Obviously I'm listening to it, but I just don't see it going below that. But if we do, obviously I'm willing to put my hands up and just say I was totally wrong. Mervyn Skidmore, Frederick looks, they all knew I'll be here. There's a couple of conversations going on I've missed. Gavin Mearns, ETN, FTW. Yeah, I know ETN is just going crazy, and it's not even on here. I can't check it. Yeah, look at that for the month, 310%, week 235%, 24 hours 41%. Just going crazy. We'll look over the 7 days. You can see from here, a short parabolic rise here. Is it going to keep going? We don't know, just need to wait and see. I wouldn't FOMO into this. I definitely wouldn't FOMO into this. But you just never know. You never know how far this is going to go. So I think it's at number 42 on the overall kind of top 100. Yeah, 43 it is just now for Electroneum. Tim Gash, good morning to you. Mervyn Skidmore off to Cornwall later, just checking out the pasty price on the Camborne spot market. Mark Paul, we're just on top right now, if you remember Alicio video. So now we break up or down under 6,000, we'll see. Yeah, the Alicio Rastafani video, he's kind of talking about it going up from here, then possibly coming right down. He's one of the ones that thinks it could go down to, I think, $3,000 or $4,000. Cryptodon 1, ONG is a gas for ontology. That's up 200%. Wow. Wow. That is ONG. 24 hours, 200%. Wow. So it spiked way up. Look at that. So from 9,000 Satoshi up to that's huge, a huge spike. So price 65 cents. And we're up to $2.04. Where's that being traded on BitZ? Is it just on BitZ? Yeah, it's just on BitZ. $350,000, that's good volume as well. Justin Trigg 393. So we'll just see what's happening with Trigg just now. Yeah, I do think it's going to kind of jump up from here, or bounce from here, not jump up, but bounce from around about this level. Certainly not on the 1 hour chart, you wouldn't kind of go in, but on the 4 hour chart it does look more favourable to do another bounce from there. Martin Sonia is in, good morning to you. Andreas is in, Oscar Ray is in, ONG the gas told you up to 2%, what the hell, I know, we just looked at that just now. Mark Pawn does BABB, will go up like all cryptos, bottom, and boom. BABB, we've not looked at that BABB for a while. Oh, it's not done that bad actually, it's done real well since kind of August. You can see here. It's done quite well. So from August, it's kind of up 100%, so it's done not that bad from its bottom. Could it still go up? Yeah, look at the kind of, if we look on the daily chart. So it's still relatively low compared to where it has been. So 3,357. But a lot of the tokens are like that, a lot of the projects are like that as well. Kevin Moore is in house, good morning to you on his crypto journey. A lot of alts doing well, but yet Kin drops from yesterday 65 to 62. I just don't know what's going on with Kin just now, if it's just out of favour just now. However, having said that, maybe that's the best time to get in when everybody's not talking about it, but you still know it's a good project, you still believe in the team, you still believe in the project itself, its use case scenario. And when nobody's talking about it, that's the time to kind of look at it and start to get in on these coins, these projects as well. So the exchanges, IDEX, not Brown Exchange for trade, but I actually like IDEX when it's up and running, when it's kind of stable. Fat BTC I'm not on. Hit BTC, I've got an account there, but I never really use it. It might be with the exchanges as well, I think, once it gets on a good exchange. So is it not on the Banker network anymore? JC Standard, I think we're up because of the ETF decision coming Monday. Some people are positive about it. I can't see anything coming from that, JC. Honestly, can't see anything coming from that. Frank Becker's, good morning. I think most people agree we're going to 7k now. Question is, are we going down to 6k or lower from there? Well, that's the big question. That's really the kind of $1 million question, really. If we're, let's go back to that. 6,787. We need to break through this 8,000 kind of barrier, but I think that's going to happen today at some point. We'll break through that, stay through that. I mean, be stable through that. This is on a daily chart. We'll just look at the hourly. Yeah, so we need to break through that kind of 8,000, 6,800 level. And if we can do that, then it's looking much better for Bitcoin. But will it bounce right off here around about 7,200 and go right back down? We just don't know. A lot of people are looking at that line, so we might get a lot of shorters in round about here as well. So this is a big thing. Who's going to win over? Is it going to be the bulls or the shorters? Is it going to be the bulls or the bears? We need to wait and see. Dom Delanucci, morning buddy, just made it. Excellent, good to see you here, mate. JC Standard, watching ADA. Will be listed on Kraken Exchange today. I noticed that in the news as well. ADA, and I've been bullish on ADA for a long time now as well. What's that doing at the moment on the hourly chart? It's looking good from where it was. 40% jump from its lows on the 18th of September. That was only 10 days ago. So it's doing well. It's doing well. 12.95 at the moment. There's XRP just now, and BTC. Kind of stable, it's going sideways just now. XRP, I thought that would have jumped with the Bitcoin price as well, but it's not at the moment. We could see another jump in XRP, spiking up, I'm thinking around about 12,000 Satoshi. So, yeah, could spike up again, so it just depends what happens with BTC. But I thought XRP would have went up from here with the BTC price rising as well. So I was surprised this morning when I seen that. Tim Gash, what are your thoughts on XRP? I just looked at that. Do you think it's settled mid-50s before a big jump for XRapid news? I think it is going to be, there's going to be another big jump on XRP. So I was really surprised this morning when I seen that and thought, because I expected XRP to be round about kind of 8,500, 9,000 when I seen the BTC price shooting up, but it's not. So this might be a good opportunity to get in, but I think it's going to spike up, and I think we're going to go to 12,000 Satoshi for that. So that'll be a 50% increase for XRP if it does go up. Yeah, 50%. Just checking. Yep, my kin is on Bancor. Yeah, I thought that it's not being listed on Bancor there, on one of the exchanges. Or is it? Have I just missed it? COS, OTC, DDEX. That's weird. Wonder why it's not being listed. It just might be Coin Paprika. We'll just look at Coin Market Cap. Markets. The Bancor is a big exchange. Yeah, it is big. 148,000. That's the highest volume. So it's just not shown in Coin Paprika. So there's a lot more exchanges on that, but more pairings. Found a wee anomaly there. Mr. Smith, any news on BAX or TRX? Been scared to look at charts for the last few weeks. BAX is actually doing okay. It's holding its own. We'll just look at BAX on KuCoin. So it's holding its own, around about 8 Satoshi and 9 Satoshi. So it's got a big buy wall at 8 Satoshi. But it's mostly traded in Ethereum obviously as well, but I like to look at the Satoshi value. There's a big buy wall there. I say a big buy wall, it's only 4 Bitcoin worth, but it's a big buy wall compared to where it has been. So buy wall there of 51 million at 4 kind of Bitcoin worth, and a sell wall at 10 million, just under 1 Bitcoin worth. So that could easily rise when it goes, it could blow. when it goes, it could blow. So we need to wait and see what happens with BACS and see if they're going to get their license from Lithuania, and the app coming out and everything as well. We need to wait and see what happens there before the end of the year, but it could be really good. I think we could see a wee 100% increase for BACS before the end of the year, possibly even more than that. Yeah, it's looking okay. It's looking much better than it has been when it was down around about 6-7 Satoshi, and it was a bit weak, but it's looking a bit better still. And the BTC value is still a bit kind of on a cliff edge, because that could go any second with it selling for Bitcoin. But if you look at the kind of Ethereum pairing, it's looking okay there as well. So sell walls are not that big, buy walls are bigger. It's still not a great deal, to be honest. Still not a great deal. But the volume is low. That's the only thing with BACS just now. It's the volume. So we just need to wait on this news coming out about their kind of Lithuanian license. But they've been invited to apply for the full license, which is good news. But a lot of people are just not recognising that just now. Excuse me. I think that's it. We'll just have a quick look. I'm going to have to go in a second. Opera, this is a news that kind of built-in cryptocurrency wallet coming to the Opera PC browser. This could be big news because they've got 320 million users. So the PC browser will feature a built-in cryptocurrency wallet that features Ethereum support. So Opera believes this new innovation will help fulfill the company's goal of incorporating built-in features that their users are looking for. As such, they look to push technology forward. So this could be really good news as well for cryptocurrency as a whole, or crypto space as a whole. Bitcoin price analysis, BT poised to move to $10,000. This is from dailyhodl.com, and it's looking kind of at the charts there. You can check that out, and I'll put all the links underneath this video as well in the comment section. So they're thinking it's going up to 10,000. I don't know about that, maybe before the end of the year. Tom Lee, Ethereum will rally strongly up to $1,900 by the end of 2019. So major altcoin Ethereum is about to see a trend reversal and rally strongly up to $1,900 per token by the end of 2019, according to Fundstrat head of research Tom Lee, as Bloomberg reported on September the 27th. So be interesting to hear your thoughts. So it's going to go past its all-time high, they're saying, and up to $1,900 from where it is just now. Where is Ethereum just now, actually? Look at the Bitcoin price. We'll look at the dollar value, actually. USDT. So up to $230. So they're saying it's going to go up by about 8 times from here. That'll be a good percentage. So that's what they believe is going to happen with Ethereum, or Tom Lee from Fundstrat believes. Kraken adds support for ADA as Cardano spikes up 10%, which is good news. Cardano's doing well at the moment. Mike Novogratz expects Bitcoin crypto rally within weeks, big move in Q1 of 2019. So Mike Novogratz says the price of Bitcoin is headed for a major jump by the end of this year, followed by an even larger spike in early 2019. And the former Wall Street hedge fund manager is the founder of Galaxy Digital, an investment firm. Novogratz told CNN Money he's predicting a 30% bump by the end of the year. 30% doesn't sound that much compared to the price just now. 30% is going to go up to about 9,100 or around about the 9,000 mark. But I say 30%, there's some key levels. You've got to take out 6,800, which we're looking to break just now. If that breaks, you'll go up to 8,800, 9,000, and if that breaks, it's 10,000. Those kind of numbers make sense to me. It doesn't sound a lot, but realistic. It could be realistic to kind of look at that. He's saying you're seeing new institutions moving in. This building, ICE, the stock exchange is getting involved in a big way. We're a partner there that opens, I think, in November, their exchange. So talking about what we were talking about before, backed in ICE as well. So that's good news as well. So there's more positive kind of sentiment around what's happening just now. Just keep going back to the BTC price, see if it breaks that 8,000 6,800, keep saying 8,000. Where are we just now? 6,786. It's trying to break it, but just bouncing off it just now. So it is a major resistance there at 6,800. I'm just going to put the line there so we see that. So that's the resistance we need to get through. This is on the hourly chart. We need to break that resistance there. So what we're going to do is kind of charter there. Yeah, 6,800 needs to break that level, and then if we break through that, then we're on the way up to 7,000, then 7,200, and then break that as well. Okay, what other news? Cryptocurrencies to be reportedly adopted by National Bank of Ukraine. Site set for the future. So again, this is more positive news about cryptocurrencies as a whole, and getting this mainstream. I'll put this link up for you as well, but it's just a kind of headline I want to show you as well. So cryptocurrencies as a whole have received another push towards mainstream adoption, with the National Bank of Ukraine considering the creation of its own cryptocurrency based on the country's national currency, the hryvnia. I don't know how to pronounce that. Hryvnia, is that Hryvnia? Announced by a Ukrainian news outlet, the news was met with some positive response on social media, with Ukrainian natives expressing their sentiment on social media. Alice Now, a Reddit user, commented, "This move will ensure that corruption is reduced and the financial framework to reach a high point of stability." That's what everybody's looking for in the financial kind of sides, in every country as well. You know what's happening in Europe with Greece and kind of countries like that as well. They need kind of stability, and kind of cryptocurrencies could be that stability that they're looking for as well. No thanks. The Lightning Network and Litecoin can drive everyday crypto payments and spending. This is from CYT-Crypto. The Lightning Network was created to answer to Bitcoin's slow transaction time and high fees. Without this improvement in speed and efficiency, everyday spending is impractical. It doesn't make sense to buy something for only a few dollars if the fees are double or even triple of the price. So we know about the kind of Lightning Network and the kind of scalability issues as well. So it says here, but the Lightning Network has issues that will need to overcome to actually make Bitcoin's speed and efficiency better. And the Lightning Network has security problems, isn't exactly suitable for large volumes of transactions. Litecoin's creator, Charlie Lee, loves the Lightning Network and sees his product as a perfect match for a quick payment system. And he's commented on Twitter about his affinity for the Lightning Network and how it pairs perfectly with Litecoin. So Litecoin are trying to kind of align themselves kind of with the Litecoin network, Lightning Network as well. Coinbase announces Coinbase Bundle. So digital currency exchange Coinbase has announced Coinbase Bundle allows users to buy all 5 available cryptocurrencies with just one purchase. I think this is really good news. Coinbase are just doing brilliant just now. They're really kind of driving things forward in the crypto space. I just love what they're doing. I was down on them at the beginning of the year, but now they're just doing amazing things. So on Coinbase Twitter, it says, "We're rolling out a suite of new features to help people understand, explore and buy their first cryptocurrency. Learn more about Coinbase Bundle, Coinbase asset pages and Coinbase Learn More here," and it's got a link for that as well. And this is a blog. Hopefully this will come up. That's going a bit slow just now. I'll just kind of put the link in there for you as well underneath the video. Federal judge rules that virtual currencies are to be viewed legally as commodities. So this could be big as well. A federal judge stated yesterday that digital currencies should be viewed in a legal capacity as commodities. This will continue to give the US CFTC the right to police accusations of fraud in the cryptocurrency space. So Bitcoin's future contracts make all virtual currencies commodities in the US. And decision was made on Wednesday in a fraud case levied at MyBitcoinPay.inc. So this could be kind of big news as well. I need to see kind of what happens with that. Austria to lose 1.15 billion to issue 1.15 billion of government bonds on Ethereum. So the government of Austria is to utilise Ethereum's public blockchain for the issuance of 1.15 billion of government bonds in an auction that starts this October the 2nd. Austria's Finance Minister Hartwig Loger says, "For us, blockchain technology forms a focus of economic policy. Through setting up FinTech Advisory Council at the Ministry of Finance, we are developing strategies enabling Austria to benefit optimally from these developments. So again, another country that's kind of looking to get on blockchain, not cryptocurrencies, but blockchain, but it's using the Ethereum network as well, which is good news for Ethereum as well. And I think that's it for the news. Just quickly, but I'll post all the links for you as well. But there's just general positive sentiment around the crypto space just now. Where's Bitcoin? Has it broken through yet? Nope, it's bouncing off that 6,800 level. It's going to go through it. I think it's going to go through today, but it's just resisting at the moment. Resisting that line at the moment. And you can see here why we got kind of resistance at 6,800. Well, we can see here this has been resistance in the past. We can see it here. We can see it past here back in July. We can see it past here back in June as well. So 6,000 is a kind of major resistance level. It has been a support in the past, but it became resistance. And we need to break through that for it to become a support again. Just in case you're kind of wondering about that. And then onwards and upwards past this $7,190 or something. If we can break through that, then we're on our way up to 8,000 after that. But it's this barrier of 6,800. But I do think that's going to go happen today. Mark Innes, thank you very much for the donation of $5 Australian. We're on our way. Thanks, Stephen, team, for the great calls. Thank you, Mark. Really appreciate that donation there, buddy. And the calls he's talking about is we make daily calls on the premium channel. So on the premium channel, we just make daily calls, or when kind of Bitcoin price is stable and the markets are stable. But even when it's fallen, you still get good opportunities as well. So we look at the calls and make the calls as well. And we've had some good calls recently. Recently, we've changed our kind of strategy a wee bit, and it's working much better. So it seems to be working much better, but with a lower stop loss as well, which is really good. So you're not going to lose as much, only 5%, and you could possibly lose. But possible upsides have been really big. We've seen that on Trig as well. That was one of the calls we made. So thank you very much, Mark. I really appreciate that, mate. Geez, like Tail. Is that Tailcoin you're talking about? Tailcoin, a lot of people are talking about Tailcoin. Patrick Griffin, careful guys. Sesame Seed token on TronScan is fake. You can only get seed through voting, just FYI. Right, I don't know about that, Patrick. So, but thanks for the update on that. Right, I'll just look at the Bitcoin price again. Let's see what's happening. I could literally just kind of spend all day looking at the charts. It'd be a good thing to do if I could, if I was doing this full time. But crypto doesn't allow me to do this full time as of yet. And plus I've got the other side of the business as well that I really love as well. But I do love crypto as well. Okay, I think I'll leave it there just now. There's no more kind of comments or questions there. 51 people watching. So I want to bid you a brilliant weekend. I hope you have a brilliant weekend, whatever you're doing. And just keep an eye on the kind of Bitcoin price as well. I think we're going to go into 7,000 kind of mark over the weekend. Traditionally, the weekend is kind of down period for crypto, but I think this weekend is going to be a wee bit different. We need to wait and see. And I've been saying for a while that Bitcoin is going to go up to 6,800 by the end of this month. It's nearly there. Just about there. It's touched it, but we need to break through that, and then onwards and upwards from $7,000. We need to wait and see. So crush the likes, everybody. That's Crypto Dread reminding me, yes, crush the likes, everybody, if you like these videos, and share this as well if you like these videos. Remember to share it as well, and subscribe if you've not already subscribed to this channel. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Have a brilliant day whatever you're doing. Have a brilliant weekend, and until next time, namaste. Take care.
Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. they push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Here's